Monday through, a couple days after.
Just
Put
one.
in.
Monday after.
Yeah, lots of
We have it under five, so just have all the merchandise. There's a lot of merchandise to have. And then revenue comes in. Tuesday, it used to be they were all week, and then next week.
This is the time and place for a city commission meeting, Monday, August 14th, 2023, City of Huron. Roll call, please.
Smith.
Here.
Weinreich.
Here.
Bragg.
Here.
Harvey.
Here.
Mayor Harrington.
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda approval. Has the commission, anybody on the commission have any additions or deletions to our agenda tonight?
Move to approve.
Move to approve, Commissioner. You need a second on that?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Smith. Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Okay. Public forum. Public forum is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. Please state your name and address for the record. I have some public forum tonight. I'd just like to report on our police department and our fire department yesterday played a softball game, and which they've been playing probably the last 4 or 5 years, I would think. My chief says 7. So, and it was a really good game. We were lucky to get it in because of the rain, and our park and rec people were out there and did a great job of getting it down, dry agency down, so we don't fall and strip and fall. Ended up being 11-10. The firemen won. Last year, the police won. So it kind of goes back and forth that way. But yesterday, the game was really good, and it was for a good cause to raise some money for some agencies, and some money was raised, so that was always good. And I had the experience of being the base umpire, the plate umpire, and my base umpire was Commissioner Weinreich. And I might add that his first couple of comments before we started the game, well, where do I stand when I do it? I'm going, oh no. But he really did a good job, and I'd be more than willing to work with him again next year. So we had fun doing that. So with that, that's my public forum. So now I want to call on Dale. He has some public forum information. This is Dale Fortin.
Mayor, Commissioners, last week we had our citywide cleanup on the 8th, 9th, and 10th in conjunction with the Day of Caring, which we organized 14 home pickups from residents out there, and they were very glad that we helped them out in assisting to get that material out to us on them 14 loads, and that was the extent of the loads for the assistance. On the 3 days, we ended up with 121 loads that came in on the utility bills for the free access. They were allowed to use the utility bills unlimited time during that time frame, and then before, if they used it, that was fine, and after, if they used it, that was also fine for the month. So we had a total of about 18 to 20 employees, city staff that was out there helping and assist. Wait time was very limited as far as people coming in. They got unloaded right away, and all those that come through were very happy that they had the extra help and staff that did it. So in the past, we look back, and on average, when we look back, 2018 we had 462 participants. 2019 we had 407, and in 2021 we had 440 during those cleanups. We also look back then for the utility access part of that, where people come out throughout the year And those numbers since 2015, and that includes the free cleanup numbers for the utility access, is averaging 2,500 on the year. So whether they come out during those 3 days or they spread it out, those average seem to be coming in regardless. They're using that utility bill. Average is about 600 tons a year in rubble is what we're bringing in under the utility bill. The year that we had COVID, we kind of went with that. Use it for the whole month. That year, when we opened that up for that 1 month, we still ended up about 2,500. Anybody got any questions?
I just have a, outside of that, thank you, Mayor. Any movement on cardboard?
We did make a little on the last month's ship, but we still haven't got any more shipping numbers, so I'm only getting one truck a month right now.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's a whole bunch, and we've had a lot of people asking. We got a lot of businesses that we've ended up putting that right into the garbage, and that's, you know, unless I got more trucks coming in, and we're keeping up. I mean, right now I got a truckload sitting there, and we already sent one for this month, so we're kind of gonna start building back up. But we were hoping in September, and that's when I talked to the different marketers, that hopefully in September we start seeing something, because people start gearing up, well, businesses, for that Christmas. So
Sure. Yeah.
hopefully we start seeing a demand again to start putting back those fibers and doing something, so.
Good. Thank you.
Yes, Rich.
I would just like to say thanks to Dale and the staff, as well as we know other departments, come and pitch in and put a lot of hours out there, and it's been an ongoing theme we've talked about as a commission and other groups throughout the city, trying to help clean up and be proud of our city. And so I just want to say again, I appreciate you and the rest of the city staff doing so much to really go a long way to help keep Huron clean and help us all be proud of our city. So thanks for all the hard work.
Thanks, Dale, appreciate it. Dale. Anybody else for public forum tonight? Yeah, come on up.
Stan Philippi, 485 Wisconsin Avenue Northwest. Apologize for my appearance. I'm doing that keep hearing clean, beautiful type thing today, and I didn't have time to change, and I didn't want to miss this because of this. Today, I dug this out of my boulevard. I live on a corner, so I take care of more city property than I do my own. And I'm not alone in the city.
I know the feeling.
I'm not alone in the city, so I'm not just griping for me. But this stuff here was curled all up in my grass. I went out to mow today. Take that back, it was last week, and I didn't mow till today. But when that's down in on the grass, you can't see it. It was stuck all over the place. So, today when I went out then and started mowing, I found the rest of this stuff. I didn't know what Midco was doing some stuff, or if they'd done some stuff, or if they were gonna do some stuff or what, but I see on the pole across the street, there's a big long piece of stuff hanging down. This was on the ground, snaking around in the grass that you couldn't see. So when I'm mowing, who's gonna pay for the mower if that gets wrecked?
I would say
Not my
Midco
prop-
will.
not
I'd
my-
say Midco will if they're laying stuff around on ground, I'd say it'd
Not
be
my
red.
property, and I get tired of that excuse, it's not yours, why do you care? About 8 years ago, I come down here, I woke up one morning, there was a tractor out on my boulevard on the north side digging, and it turned out it was Midco putting in the underground cable.
So, I would say go to Midco and ask them what this is.
I don't get any answers. But why do you, what I'm getting at is, why does the city let these people come in there? You don't know what they're even doing.
This
They
stuff-
leave this stuff.
Yeah.
I could have got hurt. I had just got done with shoulder surgery,
Yeah.
and I had a young teenage girl mowing my lawn for the last
Stan, this is the first time we've seen that.
Well,
I mean, we haven't, we.
drive by my house, you'll see another piece hanging on the pole.
No, what
across
I'm
the
saying,
street.
it's not something they do every night on their jobs.
I understand,
I've
I
not seen
understand
before.
that, but you people don't let these other people know that you let them come and go without even knowing what they're doing. Now they're starting to leave this stuff out there.
Okay.
If
No.
that young
Your
gal
point's
got
well
hurt-
taken. Your point's well taken. You know, well, I think you should check with Midco. We will check with Midco, find out what the story is.
Yeah, they better do something because somebody's gonna get hurt with that
Well, we
stuff.
understand that. Thank you. Anybody else for? Seeing none, we'll move on. Consent agenda. Consent agenda, matters appearing on the consent agenda are expected to be non-controversial and be acted upon by the commission at one time without discussion, unless a member of the commission requests an opportunity to address any given item. Items removed from the consent agenda will be discussed at the beginning of the formal items. 4.1, minutes of August 7th city commission meeting. 4.2, raffles, Huron hockey, February 9th, 2024 at Bergman Arena. 2, central chapter of credit unions, various times and locations around Huron, raffle. And 4.3 of personnel, promote Derek Lair from detective captain to interim chief of police in training effective August 13th, 2023, and to chief of police effective August 21st, 2024.
April 21st.
April
correction.
24th, August, I was jumping the gun. Number 2, part-time employment of Ethan Combs as a volunteer firefighter. And 4.4, payment of the bills. Entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve consent?
Okay, Commissioner Weinrich, motion is approved. Need a second on this item.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Harvey. Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Gregg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Moving on to bid quotes. I'm going to call on Assistant City Engineer Dennis to give us the 5.1. What's the story on that, Dennis?
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners. Just asking for permission to go out and get quotes on propane for the year. We do this every year. Just lock in a price so we know what we have to pay out. And asking for permission to go out for quotes on propane.
Move to approve 5.1.
Second.
Move to approve, Commissioner Smith. Move second, Commissioner Smith, and move to approve, Commissioner Bragg. Any questions on this item for Dennis? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Gregg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Moving on to 6.1, I'm going to talk to, Barry's going to discuss what we need on this item.
Thank you, Mayor. Commissioners, this is kind of the last step. We've been working on this process with the annexation and the requirements for replatting, and this is lien investments for plat approval for Lot 1A of Foss addition, an addition in the northeast quarter of the northeast quarter of Section 11, Township 110 North, Range 62 west of the 5th PM, Beetle County, South Dakota, in an area zoned R4 multifamily residential and B3 general business district for the south 20 feet of the lot located in the joint jurisdictional area. This is the portion, the joint jurisdictional planning commission had to hear this because the annexation that we've gone through isn't formally effective until the end of this week. So we had about an 8-day swing in there where we had to have the joint planning commission consider this for plat. They did that last Wednesday night and they recommended approval. With that, I ask for approval of the plat.
A motion on this item.
Move to approve.
Mr. Smith moves to approve. Need a second.
Second.
second Commissioner Harvey. Any discussion from the commission on this item?
So is this the last step? now,
Yep.
Mary? Once we get
This is the
one
last
done, they'll be
step,
able
this
to-
was, this added that south 20 feet into that parcel that we annexed, so.
Okay. Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrice.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Moving on to departmental items. 8.1, we'll call on our city financial officer, Colin Carey, to explain this item.
A pickup was budgeted in the sewer treatment for $40,000. The pickup was canceled and a new one is on order now with the $7,625 increase. I sent that to capital assets and the recommendation is to approve the increased amount and that'll come out of sewer reserves for $47,625.
To approve the transfer.
Second.
Commissioner Smith approves, makes a motion to approve, and a second by Commissioner Weinrich. Any discussion on this item?
Do we know when we'll get the truck? If we want to